After watching the tragedy unfold this weekend between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, I really did come up with a good question. Is Jake Paul a smart businessman, or is he really just a no-good bully who picks on elderly fighters or UFC fighters with their first pro boxing debut? I mean, look at poor Mike Tyson. It really did get me angry to see such a legendary boxer get frustrated in this way. But we do have to look at the whole event and how successful it was. More than 70 million people tuned into Netflix, causing buffering all over the damn place. And I heard that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson made a pretty big bag. Reportedly, Jake Paul made over $40 million, while Mike Tyson made over $20 million. So that begs the question, is Jake Paul a smart businessman? I honestly believe he is. You see, there's a famous saying that says, don't hate the player, hate the game. And that's exactly what Jake Paul is riding on. He knows he'll never become a boxing world champion, but he still uses people like Canelo and Gervonta Tank Davis' name because it further pushes his agenda. He knows he has millions of people tuning in because everyone wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out. This really does remind me of the Floyd Mayweather era, where everybody would pay the pay-per-view just to see him lose. See, the thing with Floyd is, of course, he did cherry pick, especially at the later half of his career, but he still beat professional boxers with real records, with real championship belts. You know, Jake Paul's very smart when it comes to this regard. He's going to continue to get the big names that aren't good, the guys that are either too old or too washed up or have never been part of the sport before. And to be honest, I understand it. I mean, we seen after the fight how Daniel Dubois and Arthur Beterbiev, who are respectable champions, call out Jake Paul publicly and challenge him to a real pro fight where he would be able to have a chance to win an actual world title. But it goes back to my point. He isn't going to do that. He knows there's too much money fighting guys like KSI, a UFC fighter like Anderson Silva, or a retired elderly man like Mike Tyson. I mean, in all reality, you got to give it to him. It's business with Jake Paul. Even you see his brother Logan Paul. It's all a marketing strategy. And these guys have honestly been killing it. It's sad to say, but honestly, we can't blame Jake Paul. It's our own fault as consumers. Real boxing fans or casuals, we all tune in for different reasons. We pay the man to see him fight. And if we want this clown out of the sport of boxing, we simply just have to stop supporting the movement. It's called supply and demand. No fans means no money, and no money means no more Jake Paul. On the positive side, I will say he is the better influencer boxer out of the bunch. But who am I kidding? Even Tommy Fury at this point isn't a real boxer. Jake will keep putting up these circus fights until he decides to risk it all for the bag. And that's why I believe he wants a Canelo fight. He understands that he can't win against him, but if he can get a title shot and collect all those millions and say he lost to the best ever, it's really a win-win in Jake's book. But let me know what you guys think. Do you believe Jake Paul's a smart businessman? As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you next time.